I will have about 20 minutes or 25 minutes to fly over. This is originally was a lecture given to Koreans. So you can see that Korean letters of verb. This is a kind of center inside the Kaist. So I translated into Korean. So it is based on 2 disasters inside Korea within 10 years. One is a Navy vessel called Cheonan, and the other one is Sewol. Already we have mentioned about this, so I can be short or skip over. And then some researches about these 2 cases. So the Cheonan recall, it was in 2010, 9 years ago. And then there has been another submarine sink case in Argentina 2 years ago. Cheonan ship is a corvette class of Navy. So this is the case. Once again, I will explain about near field underwater explosion on the top. Right? What is the near field? Then you can say that what can be the far field, right? And there is another case of direct contact. So let me explain that point more. Anyway, there has been it is a official announcement that the torpedo coming from North Korea ship, but there is a still debate on this. But anyway, I'm trying to show you the technological point that the explosion is not on the ship. It is near the ship. Near the ship. That is, we are saying near field. Near field. Right? And then ship is broken into 2 parts. So this is again, this is a real picture after salvage picture taken together. And this ship is still on display in a Navy base. We call it Pyeongtaek. Pyeongtaek is about west side of the Daejeon. You can go visit this. So you can see this ship on display. So this one is broken into 2 parts. And I'm trying to show you that this is a near field explosion. This is a direct contact by torpedo. Okay. So that you can expect that this has a big hole when the torpedo hit the ship. But this one is just break the ship into 2 parts. So this one is more critical to the ship. So not contact, no contact. So there are 3 different category of torpedo attack. Far field means around ship length, far away, more than ship length. Then there can be only shock wave coming to the ship. So it can be neglectable sometimes. Right? But near field is most critical. So it can make ship break into 2 parts. And direct contact is all the way. You can see from the movie, World War II movie, submarine and ships are fight together. So this kind of picture is trying to show that direct contact and then explosion. But this is not the case in the modern torpedoes. So this is the mechanism how the near field explosion is disastrous. Explosion is here, and we call this as gas bubble expansion. And also there's a modulation, shrinking and expanding together so that the ship is broken into 2 parts. And then finally, the gas bubble expansion. So this is, we call this bubble jet inside Korea. And then ship break into 2 parts. This picture is coming from the U.S. Navy. So this is a technology we are talking. There has been a report about this accident. And this is an experiment, not the accident. The U.S. Navy, long time ago. And there is another also, this is a test. So you can see this is also break into two parts, the near field. And you can see that there is a regulation, United States regulation, that every new ship should have a real 5 test and evaluation, like this one. This one is a real experiment. Every new U.S. Navy ship should be tested in this way, but not near field. This we can say far field test. Far field. They want to see how the electronic equipment, including communication devices, can sustain the shock wave coming from the. It looks like a near, but it is about one ship length apart, right? And so shock wave is coming, and they want to see whether the electronics devices are safe enough. This is a regulation, law. And Germany also had a test, and they have also, because this is a new ship, the ship should not be broken into two parts, right? So they have a measurement, any measurement from the how much shock is coming and where. So this is about ship length apart from the. So this is a new ship. Right, there are several videos on this. And Argentina is supposed to be, I think, around here. They in the middle. The ship want to be starting from here to arrive at this base, or in this way, English naval base, and then heading to the another naval base, but was lost 2 years ago. And this is the same ship, the size you can see. So it's a big Navy submarine. Right. And about Sewol Ferry, we already showed you, so we can be fast. So this is a ship, as he said, that this is a long, old ship and innovated ship, so that has a stability problem at the beginning. So this is an accident 5 years ago. And after one hour, it start to sink. After 1 day, it's floating in this way. And this is a short comparison of the Cheonam Navy vessel and then Sewol ship. The weight can be different. Also, length is also 88 meter. This is 150 meter. Light weight is 1,200, 7,000, and passengers. And this is a real photo. The video has been a little bit earlier version of planning, but the real case was in this way. So this is a Sewol after 3 years of capsizing or sinking. And this is a little bit more floating. All the wires has been into the bottom of the ship for the floating. And then this is a diagram, so that process was in this way. The others are very similar, right? But instead of big crane, they use many winches. And then this looks heavy lift ship, we called, and then transportation toward the port. And this can be another way, but it is not used. But there is many such big ships in some shipyard in Korea. So it was one candidate to have a lifting at the time, and also this is the ship we use to carry that ship. So this one is a commercial ship which carry heavy things like the ocean plant or ships. So it's a company name. The ocean plant can be stored in this way. So this ship has a capability that they itself can be sink down up to this point. I can't see this. There is no line there. Around here, right? Self submersions up to here. Then the other floating body like this one can be moved up into the deck. Afterwards, they self floating again. Right? So then they can be loaded like this one. So that after that they can transport like this shape. So this is a special kind of ship for heavy transportation. This is a report coming from Seoul, and also there has been a towing test, model test inside Netherlands about the Seoul ship ferry. Reporting, where is it? No years. 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Some videos. And what is this? Another video. Right? Another video. Okay. And this is interesting. So you can see this one. You can visit also many times. This is the actual time. So 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock it started. So it takes about 1 hour staying in this way. And as water is coming into the ship very fast, so that the angle is going more and more. And after this, ship started sinking very fast, so that everybody is far away. We cannot do any salvage process there. Okay, and then this is Italian Costa Concordia. Okay. You can see that the number of people there, 4,000 person. Among them, 3,000 is a passenger, guest, and 1,000 for the support crew members and personnel. Together, there is 4,000. So if you have a big disaster like this one, sinking, then you can expect that many people can have lost their life. So this is the idea after that, because this ship was a very new ship, so that the owner, after all the clearation of salvage, they want to use the ship again after renovation something. So that they use special devices to standing up, erection, and then they transport this way, very similar to the video of Seoul with the floating dock, and then transport into the repair yard and innovate. I guess they may use this one ship only. Right, this one is important to explain once again. There is this is coming from wiki. This is special name. This is a place where people should gather if there is an emergency, something like a fire. See, cruise ship, the guest is about 3,000, right? And also including crew members, 4,000. They cannot gather at one place. So there should be several places to escape, right? And also the lifeboat is stay there. Two sides of the ship, lifeboat is there. But sometimes, many times, ship is going in one direction. So the other side you should gather, right? The gathering point. So I have, as a guest, I have a number for this. When something happens, I should go to this point, right? So assigned point. We call this is a muster drill, right? Gathering point. Can be a place near the lifeboat. Right? Many cruise ships company now place life jacket at this point rather than many cases for the Korean ships, lifeboat is near the guest, right? Inside the room or near the chair, near the chair. Right? For the staircase for Koreans, the students already wear this life jacket inside the room, but they stay there, wait for the command. But nowadays, the trend is changing that they do not put life jacket inside the room or near the chair. They put at the muster drill, so that when something happens, they should come to the place where they can depart quickly, right? With near the lifeboat, and then they put a life jacket there. So there can be another trend after big accident and some case researches. So we had a research project about near field explosion. The same picture like this one. So trying to understand how the explosion is going on and what can be the shock size and how the ship is breaking in the two pieces. So there has been some experiment like this. It's not moving. No. No. Right. So we had an experiment. The chamber we had also smaller one after a backyard of the Eureka building. You can see if you have a time. Small one. And this is another one called implosion. Implosion is very special. It is a reverse word to the explosion. Explosion. So implosion means when the submarine, the Argentina submarines, say, they sink somehow. I don't know how they try sink, but go down, 1,000 and 2,000, then it collapse, right? Some point, right? Collapse. The report says many people heard about the sound coming from the ship. So some point, submarine should be collapse, and at that collapse time, there's a big shock wave is coming. Sound also shock wave. So that we call the implosion rather than explosion. Something is collapsing rapidly. There is a shock wave is coming. So this is a test facility to test implosion in our research laboratory, and we try to collapse small submarine like aluminum made cylinder with high pressure. Oh, this is a video. I hope you can see. No. Sorry, I can find another. Right. This is also a capsize experiment inside KAIST. Small size sail ship. We did some tests of sinking, and there is some YouTube videos about Korea white. Right? So can skip over this. This is a Professor Kim Jin-wan. Okay. All right, and then this is also another experiment for the salvage or lifting of the ship. This is just a simulation of rough sea disasters. Also, this is a crowd evacuation simulation because the ship has a very narrow corridor, also chair and staircase. Also, another difficulty is ship is inclined, right? And then working is not easy. So escape speed can be different from ordinary building of fire case. So how can we estimate the speed of evacuation? Right, this kind of when there is a debris or fire here, so that they cannot use this staircase, then only one is available, something like that. So it's just a simulation. Well, air pocket is another interesting one. So after capsize, so this is a picture coming from Nigeria. It's saying 60 hours he stay there, right? Because of the air pocket inside the ship, like this one. Right? So how can we calculate or utilize this? This is a report coming from the Finland. So there is a research also. All right, that's it.